Hi, how are ya? So in the recent Nintendo Direct... Oh. Daddy Sakurai confirmed the inclusion of more DLC fighters being included to everyone's favorite video, Super Downthrow to Up Smash the game. This has an entire internet wondering, who are these characters gonna be? You see, in the Banjo Direct, he stated that he wanted to bring more game worlds together, so that must mean one thing, and that thing is... Only kidding, of course. I wanted to delve into the possibilities that I would like to see in the game. It's not specified that it's another fighter pass, but I'll treat it like one. That gives me around 5 slots to fill, and these are my suggestions and opinions. I'm also trying to stray away from the common ideas like Doom Guy and Geno, so yeah. If you're new here, I would love for you to stay. Hit that subscribe, and I'm bad with transitions, so first character I'd like to see is another fire rep. First, I'd really like to see another Kirby rep. You've heard it a ton, but yeah. Bandana Dee. What haven't you heard about this guy? Personally, I like the idea of having another Kirby rep, and I bet his dad would too. Many people make the argument that he isn't cut for Smash, but hey. Smash has a way to make obscure characters a thing. It just happens to work. Back to the topic at hand. There's a really good video explaining a proper moveset for this guy, and it was by BrawlFan1. The thing that sells me on Bandana is the fact that he can represent the Kirby series more in Smash. Rather than just Kirby and DDD and Meta Knight, Bandana would represent the series as a whole through his moveset, kinda like how Piranha Plant does so. On a side note, for his final Smash, I would really love to see the Kirby Star Allies anime final Smash thing. So boom, there's one guy down, off to the next boy. The next character would be a third-party fighter, assuming Sakurai does this. The character I would love to have in the game is Heavy from Team Fortress 2. I know it sounds like a shitpost, but hear me out. He has a lot going on for him, at least in the audience in North America. Heavy from Team Fortress 2 is an icon in the PC gaming community. Rise up! And the representation in this category would be a sight to see, especially in a Nintendo title. His moveset wouldn't be too hard to make either. After watching some videos on the subject, whew, thank God I'm not the only one who wants him in this game. I made a brief summary on how he would work based off of some of these uploads. Let's get into it. His specials would revolve around the items he would use in Team Fortress 2, of course. His side special would be a shotgun. It would give mid to close range damage. His neutral special would be his minigun. It would basically act like a big boy fox gun with ammo. This ammo must recharge though. For his down special, it would be his sandwich. It's a healing item sort of like Hero's Potion or Heal or whatever the heck it's called, and it can only be used once per stock. His recovery would have to be lacking since he's a big boy, but it would probably be a spell for one of the Halloween updates, making him launch into the air. That's my take on it. I just really like the idea of a heavy fighter. You get it? Cause heavy, no pun intended. A heavy fighter with ranged attacks would be really cool and varied, especially the heavy weapons guy from Team Fortress 2. Alrighty, 2 boys down, 3 more to go. So here's another unpopular opinion. This guy is pretty obscure, just like that doll you want from that Plumber RPG game, but yeah, it's going to be the Masked Man from Mother 3. Based off my name, you should know that I love me some Mother series stuff. We could always use more villains in Smash Bros, and Masked Man would fit the bill just right. His cyborg and PSI abilities would be a distinctive difference compared to Ness and Lucas. I'll explain this briefly. The Masked Man's specials would revolve around a mixture of PSI and cyborg abilities. His neutral special would be PK Love, his signature move from the game. It would act similarly to PK Flash, but maybe it would have a stun effect and maybe less knockback. Side special would be a variation of PK Thunder, but it would be channeled through his sword. When swinging it, a ranged lightning beam would shoot out. Also, the sword swing could provide damage and also an additional stun effect. Down special would be PSI Shield. It would activate and Masked Man would be able to move around freely for a short while. Damage would be halved, however his attacks would come out much slower, risking being comboed to hell. Up special would be his bat robot wings, which would act similarly to Pit's up special. All in all, I would love another Mother representative, and Masked Man would provide some varied combat to the series. Just give me another Mother rep, please. Is that too much for a boy to ask? I already know the answer to that question. With the upcoming release of Pokemon Sword and Shield, I would love to see a representative from that title come to Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's too early to tell who it would be, because all we have are the base forms of the starters and some rando Pokemon. We got Zacian, the Sword Legendary, but that's kind of a stretch. He would also have a counter, because, you know, sword fighters. Anyway, figuring out a Pokemon Sword and Shield rep is too early and too hard to tell. But hey, recall whenever Sakurai was informed of Greninja before X and Y? Maybe they have a card up their sleeve. The final character I would want in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate via DLC would be the prominent anti-hero from the original Mega Man series, Bass. Bass. Rather than being an echo to Mega, I think some abilities and mechanics based off his playstyle in Mega Man 10 would bring a fun and diverse kit to the character. Let's begin with his Base Buster. Rather than jumping and shooting like his Blue Bomber rival, Base's Buster would act how it does in Mega Man 10. In the game, it can be fired in 45-degree increments and it has a higher rate of fire. However, Base must remain stationary while firing. As I explained earlier, his specials would revolve around the ones you collect in Mega Man 10. Starting out would be his neutral special, Wheel Cutter. Wheel Cutter can be held out and then released to roll on the stage in a similar fashion of Pikachu's neutral special. This cutter would be especially great for ledge guarding. Chill Spike, Base's side special, would drop a shard of ice forming into spikes. This would stay on the battlefield for a bit, and it could damage the target in two ways: touching the spikes made by the special and the initial shot. At higher percents, it could even freeze opponents. Down special would be Base's dash move. This move acts like how it does in Mega Man X, and it would be a great movement option. Due to the fact that there's no offensive ability to this, it would be great for mid-air recovery too. Finally, Treble Boost is going to be his recovery. Base fuses with his Doggo friend Treble and acquires boosters. Like in Mega Man 10, he receives no knockback but keeps the damage while recovering. It sounds kinda busted, but the more damage he takes, the duration of the recovery would be drastically reduced. I think Base would be a wonderful addition to Smash, and yeah. Super Smash Bros. Is a magical series that brings many characters together in one place. It's pretty shocking that we have a game like this to even play. The fact that we're getting more content for it is even more crazy. It was fun picking apart my wishlist for this game, but hey, I want to know, who do you want in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Let me know in the comments. There's one thing for certain, a lot of love and passion went into this series, and while we may not get every character we want, I'm really damn grateful for all the memories the series continues to give me. Hi, how are ya? Hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe. Lord, I can't talk. It's been a very long day, but hey, the video's out after, I don't know. It's been a bit, but anyway, it's here, and I hope you like the new direction I'm going, doing more game-related animated stuff. So, good talk, take a look at my Twitter, and yee.